So, okay, boys and girls, what I want you to do next is to sit in pair with the person closest to you, and then you will be discussing about the point that you have jotted down from the article before. And when you are done, you will come in front of the class with your pair and present your point regarding their characteristic and personality. So I will give you 3 minutes to discuss with your pair. Okay?
Do we start now, teacher? Do we start now?
Yeah,
Discussion?
you can start now.
Teacher, can you show us the text again?
Oh, you want to see the text again? Sure. I can give you another 2 more minutes and let me know when you're done.
Alright.
Renel and Cornelia, present first. No, not yet. Okay, sure. Think so? Okay, alright. So we will move on to the next step. So what I want you to do next is, okay, there's how many of you guys? 4. So can we start with Adrian and Ayman? Can you express your opinion or feelings about the character and the personality of Greta Thunberg? So the two of you may come forward to the front of the class.
Alright, so what we found and what we read and what we found in the article is that her personality is that she's very persuasive.
She's very persuasive.
Yeah, because she talks to a lot of politicians and world leaders,
Mhm.
and she pressured them because she cared about the world, so she wanted to make a change.
Mhm.
Then it made Alok Sharma felt uncomfortable because um, it held up a mirror
Mm-hmm.
for their generation. And then one more thing is that she's very caring. She cared for the world. She doesn't
Mhm.
want the world to be destroyed by greedy politicians and police.
Okay.
You know, think that.
I also think that she's a brave girl because at the age of 15 she already there to challenge and do protest in front of the Swedish parliament. So I think that's, yeah, because at my age of 15 I just go to school and just do homework and play
Mhm.
just like that. So I think she's a brave person.
Okay, so you think she is a brave person for that when she's only 15, she had done a lot for the world, especially
Compared to
regarding
us.
the environmental issue.
Yes.
Alright. So you've met your point. Thank you.
Okay.
Aiman and Adrian. The next pair. Okay. You can share your opinion and feelings.
What I feel about Greta, I think she's very an outspoken person. She's
Mhm.
very brave to challenge the world leaders to take immediate actions for what is happening in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
She always criticized these world leaders for their failures. So this, you can see that something that we can, when she's young and she is brave to criticize world leaders who have experienced a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And Cornelia, do you have anything to share? No? Okay. So no question about what her personality, anything, no?
For her personality, I think she's stubborn,
Mm-hmm.
but in a good way of stubborn.
In a good way of stubborn.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Thank you for sharing your points, Rainer and Cornelia. You may have a seat.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Alright, thank you. And now I will show you an outline for your next activity, which is speaking activity. But before that, I would like to show you the outline for your speaking activity. Okay, so first, of course, you will start with greeting first. You won't be sharing your point straightforward. So you will start with greeting by telling your audience your name and the topic of your speaking activity. And then here, what I want you to do is that I want you to think of what kind of pollution do you notice in your town, so you can fill in how many kind of pollution that you notice in your town, your own hometown. And then I want you to think of the way to save the environment. And then for the conclusion, you can answer the question that was given here, such as why is saving the environment is important and what is your hope for the environment, or you can add up any of your ideas in this outline. So let me see. Are you all ready for the next activity?
Yes.
Okay. So you will be in the same pair as the one just now, and I will give you 5 minutes. Is that enough for you to prepare your point? Maybe. Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes to prepare your point, and then I will choose random pairs to present in front later on after the 5 minutes is over. Okay, so the 5 minutes start now.
Yes. Yes, you can say that.
3 more minutes for you all to prepare your points. Two more minutes. If you need extra time, do let me know, okay? Do you still need more time?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so I'll give you another 3 minutes. One more minute. Are you all done preparing your points? Or do you need more time? Okay, so another 2 minutes. Just take your time, okay? Are you all done? Alright, so okay, time's up. Okay, so how's the outline? Is it okay?
Yes.
So are you all ready for your presentation? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we will start with the first pair, which is Rainer and Cornelia. But who want to start first?
I can go first.
You, okay, Rainer. So Rainer will present his point first, your presentation.
Need to go to the front, sir.
Yeah, sure, you should be here. Give a round of applause to Rainer.
Greetings everyone, my name is Rainer J. And today I'll present on my topic, which is the kind of pollution that I notice in my town and ways to save the environment. So one of the pollution that I notice in my town is water pollution. So there's a river nearby the mall at my town. It is often filled with rubbish such as plastic bottles, tin cans, plastic bags, and old clothing such as singlets. Basically, most of it are the garments, undergarments. So it is very sad to see that this river is polluted with rubbish. So I believe that there are several ways to overcome this issue. The first way is by raising an awareness. We should start doing a campaign and let people know that it is bad to throw rubbish into the river, as it will have a negative side effect on us all and on the environment itself. The second way to save the environment is by preparing recycling bins everywhere. I believe that there are not many recycling bins or any rubbish bin, hence they will throw the rubbish onto the river. So by doing so, we might be able to reduce the amount of rubbish thrown into the river. So to conclude, I believe saving the environment is important as it will create a beautiful and happy environment for us. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, give a round of applause to Rainer. You may sit. I really like the points which is regarding the water pollution, as water is very important for us all, because we drink, then we shower, all using water. If we consume polluted water, that might affect our health. So it is very important to make sure that the water is always clean. Alright, thank you, Rainer. And next, Cornelia.
Hello everyone. So my name is Cornelia. So I will be talking about pollution that I noticed in my hometown. So I noticed three types of pollution that happen in my hometown. The first one is water pollution. I think that's the common pollution nowadays. The next one is air pollution. And since I live in a village, so the common like job or occupation in my hometown is farmers. So there are a lot of farms. So I could say that my town also face soil pollution. So what can we do to save the environment? There's actually a lot of ways to save the environment, but I only choose one, which is practicing the 3R: use, recycle, and reduce. From this practice, I believe that we can actually reduce the pollution. And I think that not many people know actually how to do it, to do the 3R correctly. So I do think that people need more education on how to do it correctly. So the next one is why saving the environment is important, because we are going to borrow this land, this earth, for a long time. So if we don't save the environment now, so what is left for the next future generation to see?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? So I hope that we can work together to conserve our environment, so the future generation will be able to see, or they will have a chance to see what we are seeing now.
Alright. Thank you, Cornelia.
Yeah.
That is a great point. I know farming is important for our food stock, because I am also from Kampong. But maybe we can use organic fertilizer instead of the chemical one. And that is a great point. Thank you, Cornelia. And now, next pair, Adrian and Aiman. Who want to start first?
I go first.
Alright, Adrian.
So greetings everyone. My name is Adrian Kusal, and the topic for today is about pollution. So what I noticed in my hometown, the pollution that I noticed is mostly air pollution and sound pollution. But I'm going to be more talking about air pollution. So as my house is near the roadside, so I hear cars every day. So a lot of cars means that a lot of smoke coming out from the car exhaust. So that's why I choose air pollution. So ways to save the environment. My answer on this is general. So I've stated, firstly, we should make or use electric cars instead of regular cars in the future. And then we should practice 3R, like Cornelia mentioned just now: reduce, reuse, recycle. And we should also educate others about the environment. We should not rely on other people. We should rely on ourselves to educate everyone else. And lastly, save water. So we need to save water. And then why should we save the environment is for our future generation to feel and to have what we have right now, so that they can. Then, another point is that why we should save the environment is to save other species as well as our species, so that we can prevent unwanted diseases going on. And my hope for the future about environment is that I hope it is maintained by everyone, not just by individualists or by bigger corporates. And then lastly, my hope is so that we have a healthier surrounding to prevent unwanted consequences like diseases like caused by pollution. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Adrian. I really like your point. We do share the earth with a lot of other species, so it's not fair that we consume most of the thing on this earth and left nothing for the other species, such as the animals. Some of them face extinction, and it's just not fair. So we should be more caring toward the environment. Okay, so for now, the last person, Aiman.
Assalamualaikum, a very good day everyone. So my name is Muhammad Aiman Izzuddin, and the topic that I will be sharing today is about pollution. So the type of pollution that is happening in my town is because I live in village. So the most common thing that I saw, the type of pollution that I saw in my village is air pollution. So what's happened in my village is that people always burn their rubbish at the back of their house. So I think that is bad for the environment, since it's not a controlled type of burning, so it will pollute the area much faster, and it's not just one house that is burning the rubbish. So it's not like every day they burn, but each one of the different house burn the rubbish differently. So I think that will cause the air pollution become greater through time. So I think the way to improve this is to do a control. The rubbish can be picked by and authorized people, so that it could be disposed in a better way, and it will help the environment to become better through time. And what is important, what I think is important, why I think saving the environment is important is so that we could live longer on this earth, and so for our next generation, they will not suffer from the pollution that we do right now. And what I hope is that we all of us in this world could work together in saving the environment, even from just a simple step of using less plastic in our daily life. So I think that's all from me.
Alright, thank you, Aiman. I can relate to his point regarding the village people burning their rubbish frequently, because I can see that in my village as well. And maybe we can start avoiding them from doing that through education. Alright, so thank you to all of you for presenting your beautiful point. I really appreciate that. And for now, I think we are done with our lesson, but there's one more thing to do.